Howdy everybody. I'd like to show how my chestnuts are doing. It's been a little bit since I first started this adventure, but you may recognize the area. It's a little more green now, but this is the first chestnut I planted when I first started filming my 100 chestnuts video. Gonna give you guys a look right down the top. Sorry, this is a little hard to see what I'm filming, but this is one of the smaller ones that I've got, but even right through the side you can see it's growing quite well. It's off to a good start. They sent these weed mats to help kill off the grass around them. I don't like using so much plastic, but they were already provided free with my order, so I figured I'll use them to kill the grass. Once the grass is dead, I can put wood chips down without having to layer them on so thick. It'll make it easier for whatever guilds I choose to establish. I'm thinking I'm going to do Bocking 4 throughout the entire chestnut orchard in case I ever decide to graze animals on it. It's a little easier for them to digest than 14 from what I hear. In this back corner I've got some asparagus coming up and some sunchokes coming up. Just different stuff I've thrown back here over the years. Here's a daylily. This is just one of the back corners of the property. That's why this was the first one I filmed. Walking over here. A while back I filmed a video on thankfulness and patience. This is that bee balm from that video. It's almost as high as my hip in some places now. So I'll be sure to do a follow-up video on that once it starts blooming. But I just figured I'd show you guys how it's going, how much work I've put in. This one is planted up under an Osage orange that it will one day grow bigger than. But you can see right through the plastic that it's doing quite well. And on the opposite side, there's one that I thought looked really sickly and wasn't doing well, so I planted it all by itself, but you can kind of see it in there. See if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, just those few little leaves right in the center of the screen. It's doing okay. It's not doing nearly as well, but it is in more shade. Granted, for those of you who know your nitrogen fixers in my area, that's honey locust, so it's got a lot of nitrogen fixers if it can just pull through. Zooming back out. So I figured I'd do a little bit longer video, just show you guys a couple views from out here. We've had some very intense windstorms. We're actually in one of the better locations in the country to actually farm wind energy, so it's hard on these tubes. I might need to buy better stakes. But I've gone through all of them, and so far all but 8 have broken dormancy. I will probably contact the nursery a little bit later to see if I need to wait until next year to replant, or if they'd be offering to send me new trees or anything like that. Nope, just because I see it right in front of me, right there. Let's see if I can get the focus. Whoops, sorry. So, nice honey locust, beautiful, small but beautiful flowers, and those will turn into very, very long pod. I might be able to find one on the ground, but for the most part the bunnies eat them to survive their winter. Found a fragment of one. Yep, just a fragment, but these big pods, they're actually great animal fodder. I think when they were tested, these wild varieties like the one above me are something like, I think 20 to 30% sugar by weight and like 13% protein. So they're great animal fodder for nutrition. You need something else to make them actually feel full, but this will give them the nutrition they need. But great nitrogen fixer, great plant to have. Again, if I ever decide to graze this area, great to have them in a grazable, reachable spot. But yep, lots of work to be done. Very proud of the work that's gotten done. Hope everybody's been enjoying watching. I know this is a little less permaculture, a little more monocropping right now, but I really do plan to fix that as time goes on. Hope everyone sticks around to see how this goes. Oh, a little bit sore from all the work, sorry y'all. But thank you for watching, and I'll be happy to see you all in the next video. Oh, I was doing my intro, but I just remembered. Sorry, this is sort of where I keep my trash. I'm gonna clean it up later since we're far off, but it's in the shade. Sunchokes don't like shade, but you might notice these aren't just sunchoke leaves. This is one of my earliest attempts at companion planting. It's come back for quite a few years now. For those of you who recognize it, that's Hopness, and I planted it along with this sunchoke. And while neither of them love the amount of shade they're getting in here, they keep coming back and keep coming back, which makes me really happy. One of these days I'll have to dig them up. The sunchoke consume their tubers each year to grow back, but the Hopness just store more and more energy. So within a few years there should be a good amount of Hopness down there I can harvest and transplant elsewhere or eat. Here's some shiitake logs that I inoculated and I don't think worked. I think it was all my fault, but don't think they worked. Little pawpaw down there I started from seed, so there's a lot around here. A lot to do still. But yeah, I'm just trying to get things going this year. Next year I want to do hazelnuts between each chestnut tree, at least on the north-south axis. Here I'm walking around all of these locust trees because I wanted to show the sunny side. Another one in here. This one's nowhere near as lively. The leaves on it are quite small, but it's still alive. I'm not counting it as a loss, not counting it out yet. Right in here, some more sunchokes, and I'm sure you all can tell there's so much invasive honeysuckle everywhere. I've been fighting it, and I'll keep fighting it. I'll never win, but you know, that's part of it. And if I'm not mistaken, I recently discovered that this is a multiflora rose, if I'm not mistaken. Also a horrible invasive that I've been ignoring all these years because I just didn't know any better. That just kind of happens in life. Sometimes ignorance is, you know, just one of those things you don't know until you know. So I'm going to have to start fighting it too, but that's a lot of chop and drop for me to be putting around these trees as time goes on. So, you know, turn your problems into solutions. That's one of the big parts of permaculture, right? Oh, I just love the colors, the old growth next to the new growth of honey locusts. You know, it's easy to hate this plant. It's easy to hate it. I mean, these are on the small side for locust thorns, so it's an easy plant to hate. But it has plenty of reasons to love, too. I know a lot of witches, and I don't mean that offensively, but a lot of witches use these thorns to protect from curses and things like that. And like I said, a great animal fodder plant, though you've got to remove the thorns before you can feed it to almost anything. Maybe camels are tough enough, but, you know. Amazing plant. There are thornless varieties, if what I've said so far makes you interested in that plant. I think there's a cultivated one called Big Fatty that has short, stubby, but huge pods for animal fodder. So, hope this video has been enjoyable, quite rambly, but hey, it's all learning. It's all something I can show. Wild grapevine. So, enjoy your day. Hope life's good. Hope you're getting started on the things you enjoy this year in life. And I'll see you again with another video sometime soon. Bye.